Hi, my name is Lena. I'm Ukrainian. I'm 49 years old and I live in Malmö, Sweden. I moved to Malmö 4 years ago. It was COVID times. And I moved here with the family. I've got a daughter. And my first half year here was really nice because it was summer. I was waiting for the documents and I started to study Swedish by myself a little bit. I was overwhelmed by nature, sunny Swedish summer and how beautiful Malmö is. When I got my documents here, I started to study Swedish and it took 11 months for me to finish all the courses, and then reality hit because the war in Ukraine started. And when the full-scale war started in Ukraine in February 2022, many Ukrainians came to Sweden and in Skåne specifically. European Union financed lots of projects for Ukrainian refugees and in Sweden as well. And for 1 year and 3 months, I worked in 2 different projects helping Ukrainians. And these projects were about adjusting to the Swedish job market. When projects came to an end, I realized that I want my career back on track. And while living in Kiev, I worked as an editor, deputy-in-chief in lifestyle magazines for many years. And then I worked as a social media manager, so I decided to pursue the career in marketing. I started to send out CVs, and for 1 year I sent more than 300 CVs. And it was really hard to get even an interview. And for this year, I really had a few quite disappointing experiences. One was that I signed up a contract as a social media manager, and 1 week prior I had to start. The employer called me and said that the contract is terminated. And I needed to go to the union and consult with them what should I do in this case. And then I took an internship and I had really high hopes that will take me after 4 months of practically full-time job. It did not happen and I was really disappointed. And I asked a lot of foreigners about internships and practically nobody were hired after them. It's only my personal impression, but I think that many companies use internships without really purpose to hire people. And to be honest, this year was really hard for me. It was one of the toughest years in my entire life because I knew that I am a skilled specialist and I was willing to work, but I could not get any job in marketing. And I had really few job interviews, and for some it was 1 interview, for some of them I passed 3 interviews and I was rejected. And as well, it was tough with the money because I received unemployment benefits, but they covered the basic needs only. And I took part in Arbetsförmedlingen programs. They did not really help me much, so I was basically on my own with my job search, and it was really exhausting. And after this long period of search, I finally was lucky to land a job in marketing in the international company, and I really felt happy about it. But as well, this job is temporary for 1 year, so I don't really know what future will bring me. But I feel for me it's a really great chance to dive more into Swedish job culture and into marketing, and I'm very hopeful that it will be easier to find job for me afterwards. What it takes to be an immigrant, especially after 40s, I think you need to be really determined to change your life completely. And even if you are ready and you know that it won't be easy, it will be 100 times harder than you think. And when you move to the new place, you feel like a baby that needs to make baby steps, that do not know anything about life here. And of course, you need to be very resilient and understand that there are differences in culture, there are differences in the behavior. And there are a lot of unwritten rules that somehow you need to learn to be a part of the society. And what I've learned that the most important is to build your circles or to be part of different circles, because it makes easier to find a job, to connect with people, and to build your life in a new way here. And of course we have different mentalities, because Ukrainians, they used to the competition and they think that they should be best. But in Sweden it does not work. You need to respect boundaries of other people. You need to respect their work, their professional skills. So you can't say directly to people that something is not good. So it would be very rude. So that is why you need to adjust the way that you communicate with other people. And overall, you need to be 100% polite and don't show your extreme emotions. I would say that I'm lucky that I live in Malmö, because Malmö is an immigrant city. Around 50% of people living here are immigrants from all around the world. So you can easily find friends that are immigrants as well, but as well to make friends with Swedish people, so you need to really put a lot of efforts, but as well you need time. You need to give them time to get used to you, to get to know you, what kind of person are you, share their values. And I really think that I changed a lot, and I adopted some Swedish values for these 4 years. And I really like the society, that you do not have much pressure in what to do, or people give you space here, and everyone is very polite, and we are living in a really beautiful place in Malmö, close to the nature, and it's close to the bigger city, the Copenhagen. So life here has a lot of perks, but of course you need to put a lot of efforts to get your career back, to build a life here, and it cannot take 1 year or 2, because 4 years and I'm still feeling that my life is not set completely, and that I'm in the process of doing it better. So what Sweden taught me is really to be patient. And I think it's a good thing, because Ukrainians are quite impatient in terms of what they should achieve, and that everything should be done in the next second. But patience sometimes helps to really understand what do you need in your life, and what things or values are not for you. And to be an immigrant, it's completely to lose your identity, I would say, and to try to kind of combine the person that you were before and the new person that you became here in the new country.